making sure that we got everything set up and everything's rocking and rolling, I guess you could say. So right now we're just waiting on them to get done qualifying. Once they get done qualifying, we will be able to see where everybody's at, see what is going on, and hopefully everything. Hopefully we got a good race tonight. I hope so.
It's going to be tough to beat Dean. I mean, he's got 10 starts, 1 win, 9 top 5s, 10 top 10s. So that's a 90% top 5 ratio and 100% top 10 ratio. It's going to be hard to. I would say he's the man to beat.
You think so?
I mean, 10 races and he's already proved to be the most consistent guy out there. I mean, it could be because I was nice enough to move up the cup and give him the number 7, but we shall see.
I'm not betting 50 cents on that. We're live on there, and somebody will be sending me tweets and messages and everything else. Hey, you owe him 50 cents. I ain't doing that junk. So,
supposedly, from the word on the street is there might be a new guy racing tonight, so that should be interesting. Maybe he could be a spoiler or wild card.
Yeah, that's the rumor that I have heard. I have heard that there's a new guy. I don't know exactly who that guy is. Matter of fact, I've got qualifying popped up right now as I'm watching Pendle's broadcast right now, so I'll get a good idea of where everybody's at. And looks like they're pretty much doing the drafting pretty much that you would expect in Xfinity. Everybody kind of drafting, trying to do some group qualifying session right here. And from what it looks like, everybody's kind of staying in a pack somewhat. Everybody looks like they're pretty tight right now. Like I said, from right now, I'm just watching off of Pendle, so I couldn't tell you who's the lead car in the draft and all that stuff. Matter of fact, I actually had the opportunity to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway last year and watch an Xfinity race at Charlotte. And it was a very nice facility, very nice race. I mean, it rained a little bit while we was up there. Had to stop the race, but Brad Keselowski won. My boy Chase Elliott, I don't know what happened to him. I think something broke in his car or something. He went down pit road. He didn't race long, but it is what it is on that. So they are just getting ready to finish up their qualifying.
So you sure you're not willing to put a little wager on Dean getting a pole?
You want Dean?
I mean, if he's got any draft, which Pendle does, he will have the pole, because what I'm seeing at 29.598 was a draft. It's probably not the lap he was hoping for Pendle. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have a good long run car. And not, just not a qualifying car. We'll see. We will see. Either way, it should be interesting.
And while we got a minute to talk about this, this coming Tuesday, 6 nights from tonight, the Cup Series will be racing at Kansas. We'll be racing at Kansas, 9 o'clock. This coming Tuesday night. Me and Tigger will be in that race. What you think about Kansas, Tigger? I know that's your stomping grounds, but what do you think about that track?
Other than Gateway, that'd be my home track. It's 3 hours 45 minutes west. It's a nice place. I go there every year, at least to one of the races. Normally the fall, so you can go dirt racing every night. It's a nice place. It's racy, especially since they repaved it a couple years ago and it kind of aged a little bit, made it better. I'm looking forward to racing there Tuesday. I think me and you will be the show. So we'll see.
I hope so, man. I mean, I've come real close a couple times winning a couple of races this season. For those of you that might have watched the race last night, I got the pole. Shockingly, honestly, I mean, I knew I was fast, but I didn't know about everybody else, which kind of is what you expect, I guess, of qualifying. But, you really don't know what everybody's got until qualifying times kick out. But I had a pretty good car. It got a little bit loose in 1-2, and I think everybody was talking about that last night. But, I mean, I come home fourth out of it, I'll take it.
American Badass cars ran 1 through 4 for a big part of the race, and then Mitch kind of dominated. Me and Chase got wrecked, but we worked our way back up there and they got wrecked again. There was other fast cars. I mean, Jigsaw was fast. Fuji seemed to be pretty fast, and he had a decent long run car, it looked like. It's always competition. I mean, now that I guess Cody's retired and moved on to a different series, Mitch is going to be the man to beat on a weekly basis, but that's all right. It's up to us to dethrone him. It's hard to do, though, when you're racing against a guy that owns a PS4 and only owns 3 games, so he's spending the majority of his time on this game.
That's about right. All right, let's see who got the pole. Looks like whoa, NASCAR 14883. You got the pole 29367. And RSH, which would be Robert, he's a teammate of us. He got second. From what I can see, I don't see the third place guy, but the fourth place guy was Doucette. Third place was Wildcats. Dean was fifth. So
that don't matter. We were both off on the pole, so it don't really matter.
I don't even know where the heck Mitch was at in that whole deal, but
is Mitch running tonight?
I don't think he is. But at least I don't think he is. If he is, he's going to be madder than heck at me because I didn't call him out on it. So let's jump in here. Let's see what we got going on here. See if we can watch us a good race right here. Hopefully it will be an exciting race. And we'll see what happens here, guys. As we launch in.
Old Jake is Ned Jarrett, and I'm Benny Parsons.
I don't know if I'd want to be Ned Jarrett. No offense to Ned Jarrett. I don't know if I'd want to be.
Both real skinny. You guys are both real skinny with big ears, so it only makes sense.
Nah, I'm just going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's my boy. So, all right. Green flag is in the air. They are rocking and rolling going into turn 1. From what I see here. Oh, I was a little bit behind on that. All right, 51's got the lead.
Got a caution in the back. Well, not a caution, but we have 3 or 4 cars around in the back.
And we do have a caution. Caution is on the speedway. Caution is on the speedway. 51 car is still leading.
Looks like the 28 car, I believe that is Ghostly Rider, isn't it? Yes, he's one of the
Yes, sir, it is. And the big thing about it is, we have some guys probably watching this and they're sitting here looking up at the top of the screen where the lineup is. You can't really go by that lineup up there because that's not the running order. I don't know why that's messed up, But I think it's just got where everybody qualified because I'm starting to see that a little bit here. So you can't really go by that lineup, but
Look at
we'll
that
see what
7 car
happens here.
already up to second.
All right, here we go again. Dean still got NASCAR going too wide with him. He comes up a little bit. They keep it straight, though.
Oh,
Everybody's getting jockeying for position. Everybody's trying to get a spot right here. They're trying to move on up already in the early stages of this race. NASCAR's still holding it good on the bottom. People sliding in the back.
We've got a car in the wall in the back.
Got one in the wall. See if that brings the caution out.
Looks like the number 9.
9 car, he's in the wall in the back.
That's Opie, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's Opie. And this new guy that I've been hearing about, he might be the guy that's running that 3 car because I have not seen him race this season. But as I speak about that, Dean goes around him. He's coming after NASCAR. We got him bumping in the back.
Yeah, they're
3 cars going around. Three cars still stopped. Right for the win back there. Everybody's kind of in the back right here trying to get around the wreck. Meanwhile, up front, Dean has taken the lead from Rock for the win. Well, for a second, though. 2 wide going into 1. Let's see what happens.
What a power move on the inside.
Power move, son. As he takes it. Nope, not yet. Here he comes back to his quarter panel.
Looking back on the outside.
And while they're doing this, Wildcat is closing up on him. He's going to make a move.
That draft should be enough to push Dean on by.
And Dean is clear. 7 car is the leader now here at Charlotte. Wildcat's still battling with a 51. This race for the lead's pretty good stuff right here.
Yeah, looks like we got a 4th car coming into the picture here. And the 8.
And some of these guys, we might not actually know who they are, but that's what the Xfinity Series is for. It's where people make their names. Me and Tigger, we know about how to make our names around here.
We make some names we don't even like to be called.
That makes a little bit of sense, I guess. Both of us been called some names we don't like.
Looks like that second pack's starting to run down the first pack. Yep. Looks like Pendle up on the outside. Making some gains. Just as I say it, he goes down to the bottom.
Honestly, I think if those 4 cars can get lined up, if they can get lined up behind that 8, they may have a chance to run these 3 guys down. Maybe. But they got a hell of a lot of momentum going too. Looks like they're just starting to pull away from that second pack.
You got 11 laps to go in this first stage. Run some pretty good lap times. I mean, Kendall's the best lap time of the race. Looks to be a 29.479. They're on lap 12 at 22. They've made up 0.4 of a second here in the last 3 laps, so that's and they're definitely gaining on them.
Well, what's happened is that 51 car, he has lost the draft off of Wildcats and Dean. So that might hurt their momentum just a little bit.
Yeah, but now you got the 11 pulling up on the 8, so that's a that's a complete four-car tandem draft. They should catch him pretty easily if they just stay together. In theory, that is.
In theory. That's how me and him. That's how me and him are doing our broadcast tonight. We're just going by in theory. That's the best we can do.
It's like
we're just going by our theories.
Riding around by himself. 89, 28.
See if we can ride on board with some of these guys right here. See what it looks like from their vantage point. Riding on board with Pendle right here. He's pushing the number 1. Doucette. If I pronounced that name wrong, I am sorry. And he's staying right tucked up behind him too. He's doing the best that he can to push him up there. Doucette slides up a little bit. Here comes Pendle. He's going to try to get 4th right here.
I'm telling you, though, it's just hard to beat a guy like Dean out front when he's so consistent and smooth. You know, hardly ever makes a bobble. And you got the guys, you know, like in 3rd place, he's fast, but he's, you know, not near as smooth as it look like.
I don't know, man. I think, honestly, I'm thinking at 42, I think he might be just trying to push Dean up there a little bit to make sure that he can get away from that 51, because once they get side by side, that 51 is just going to start closing in on him. So he might be trying to make sure he's got enough of a gap right there. Try to make sure that 51 don't catch up. But like we say, that's our theory and our opinion. We're just going by what we think. They're still running nose to tail. These guys right here are racing hard. They're starting to catch that 51 too.
Who's driving the 2 car?
Not sure yet. But we will get that information as soon as we figure out who that is.
We're waiting on Larry McReynolds to text us. Tell us.
Yeah, we're waiting on Larry McReynolds to pop in at the at the stage break to tell us a little bit.
Looks like it's the new guy, AJG. He was actually recruited the other day. He'd sent me a message on PSN asking how he could join, and I put him in touch with Fuji and Mitch, and evidently he got him a ride. So that's good to see.
And we have a battle for the lead here. Wildcats had took the lead. Looked like he might have slid up a little bit in 4 or 3 and 4, and Dean slides back by. And he's starting to kind of pull away now. Unless Wildcats can get his draft and suck right back up to him. You can see how Dean is just arcing that sucker in the corner. He's keeping it out as far as he can right up against the wall, and at the very last second, he's trying to get as much speed as he possibly can. Trying to arc it down, and I believe that was the last lap of the stage.
Yes, it is.
So stage 1 goes to the number 7, El Blanco, or Dean, as most people know him.
Now is the interesting part. You know everybody's going to take 4 tires and fuel. Do they make the right adjustments? Do they not tweak enough? Do they over tweak? What do you do?
Now we'll get your stage 1 results right here. El Blanco, Wildcats, NASCAR, J. Doucette, Pendle, RSH, SR1, AG124, Ghostly Rider, and Rock for the Win. That's your top 10 right there at the end of stage 1. Opie and Jason round out the field. And these restarts might get a little bit crazy right here, Tigger. This might get good right here.
Yeah, it seemed to be wild on the initial starts and the first restart, so we'll see. Guys in the back just need to be patient, let it thin out, and then try to make their way up.
I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to just wait her down. I think they're going to try to go for it right here. Then again, they might prove me wrong. Oh, here we go. Already getting one on the apron.
Got one on the apron.
He's in the grass. That's the 8 car. Meanwhile, we got a pass coming for the lead. Here's Pendle pushing the 51 in NASCAR. Here he goes past Dean. Going to try to pull Pendle with him, maybe. Or maybe Pendle's just going to say the heck with it, and he's going to try to go down.
I mean, if you're Pendle, that's a smart move because you got to try to put the 7 as far back as you can.
Oh, we got one on the wall. We got a big wreck. Big wreck. 2 car. 89 kills the 2 car. Nails him. That's got to be a caution. I'll be shocked if NASCAR doesn't throw the caution right here. And they didn't throw it. They're still going.
Looked like it was a good move by the 3 and the 28 to get through that. Wish we could have some type of replay to see what happened. Looks like the 9 made it through clean.
Yep, the 2, the 9, the 89. Those guys didn't make it through. The 28.
28 and the 3.
28.
Through, and the 9 looks pretty clean.
Meanwhile, this 51 still leading the pack.
This could be a good combination here if they get hooked up to 7 and the 22.
Maybe not. Here comes Pendle. He's gonna drop it low coming off 2.
I think that 7 car is just testing the top for everyone in the race in case he needs it.
Whoa. Whoa. The 51. Whoa, what has happened here?
He's got something wrong.
He had something majorly go wrong. Hit the brakes, it looked like, I guess, or something happened. Going into 3, stacked everybody up.
Pendle's your new leader.
Pendle made it through.
Wildcats second.
Everybody's still rolling, though, but that was a weird incident right there.
How about Jason? He was 12th at the end of stage 1, and he's already up to 3rd or 4th.
Which one is it, 3rd or 4th?
Well, they're swapping back and forth. So.
Oh, they are. Oh, gets in the wall a little bit, but they straighten it back out. Some good racing right here at Charlotte, guys.
Here comes the 7 car. He's trying to make his move back to the front. Meanwhile, it looks like we're at a battle for the lead as Wildcats goes around Pendle. Wildcat seems to have a really good car here tonight.
Pendle is just breathing down his neck right here. I don't know if he's trying to do what I said earlier about trying to push or trying to draft and try to get away from these guys. or if he's just trying to scare him. I don't know which one he's doing right now.
I'm not sure the 51 and the 7 will be exchanging Christmas cards there. They seem to be zigging and zagging around each other every time you look at them.
Meanwhile, here comes Dean going below RSH. Going to try to pull NASCAR with him. Got to put Dean up to third. He's right on board with Dean right here. He can see the leaders. He's just trying to get up there to them, and I'm telling you, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Dean can catch these two guys right here. I would not be surprised one bit. I mean, he's shown speed all season, just like Tigger said. He's shown speed all season. He is the points leader. So I wouldn't be surprised if he catches them. And he does have some help right behind him.
That 42 car's not running on the apron, or the line to the apron. It's about a half car width up. So he's running just high enough you can't get underneath him, but just low enough that he's, you know, faster than what the high line would be.
What's our lap count, Tigger? How many more we got to go? All right, we're waiting on a confirmation. How many more laps to go?
Come on, Pendle, hit your circle button. This way we get the text message. If I was guessing, I'd say we have about 10 to go, because I think stage 2 was 19 laps, I think. So it should be roughly around 10 or 11 to go in this stage.
I believe so. I believe so.
This commentating thing's different, but I think I'd rather be out there mixing it up with them.
Oh, yeah, I agree. It's 6 to go right now, Tigger. 6 to go. As I just saw. But, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'd rather be out there racing with them. Uh-oh, 42's in the wall. 22 followed him up there, so did Dean. They straightened it back out going into 1. And these guys are actually... Oh, here we go. This is where it's going to get good. Here we go. Pendle goes low on the 42. Here they go. Turn 3.
Now you're going to find out who does the 7 go with, does he? He didn't have a chance to go with the 42.
Yeah, he didn't really have a choice at that point.
42 looked like he made a relatively smart move and just blipped a little bit to get in line.
And these 5 guys right here are, I mean, you could throw a blanket over these 5 guys. I mean, they're all, they're just all right there. I mean, all 5 cars within a second of each other.
Yeah, here we go.
And Pendle goes high.
Who's got back around Pendle for the lead? The 7's moved into second.
Everybody's shooting past Pendle right here.
Makes you want.
3 laps to go. Pendle could have got him a playoff point right here. He slid up a little bit.
Sorry about that yelling. It was my wife being gracious enough to ask me if I wanted a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Can I have one?
Next stage break will be brought to you by Dairy Queen and Oreo Blizzard. They're on sale now here in Missouri, 99 cents.
Got to see if we got them around here.
Dean seems to get a little high. Opens up the door for NASCAR, and looks like Pendle pushing him.
And believe it or not, oh, 51 in the wall.
That must have been lag. The 51 and the 7 just both got in the wall. Pretty good. That was a pretty good lick right there, it looked like, from my screen.
Pendle's in the wall.
Two just snuck the wall.
Wow.
Makes you wonder if they're wearing them right front tires out.
Trying to see if we can. There we go. I'm still new to this. Trying to figure out which driver goes where with the X button here, guys, and circle button. I'm still trying to figure all that out. But they come off turn 4. Wildcats is going to take the stage. He'll take that stage. And that was a little bit more racy than the first stage was. So hopefully this third stage, hopefully it'll get a little bit, I mean, well, there ain't no hopefully to it. It's going to get riled up right here in this third stage right here. I can see it. Try to get you a rundown right here. Wildcats, RSH, El Blanco, NASCAR. Pendle 5th, Ghost of Redder 6th, Jason 7th, Rock for the Win 8th, J Doucette 9th, and SR1 10th. That's your top 10, the guys that's going to be getting stage points for this stage.
Here's what you
and here they go.
Now, who had the most amount of time added on for repairing damage?
Yeah, there was a bunch of them that got in the wall off that last, off them last couple of laps, Tigger. We'll see what happens right here.
Looks like the 42 Wildcat gets a good jump. Dean's pushing him through.
They are all moving around a lot.
Moving into third.
Yes. Old Ghost getting up there, getting him some.
Stay there. Oh, he's oh man, the 3 car just give him a little tap, put him in the wall slightly.
And here comes Dean. Oh, and 11 gets put in the wall. He puts another guy in the wall. Got one in the grass. And slams the wall coming out of the quad oval.
The 8 car's killed.
Yeah, as you can see right here, 8 car got a lot of damage. And I believe he just said he's had enough. 8 car parks it for the night.
Ooh, there goes the 3 and the 51 and the 22. Oh, we got a
huge pile up behind Pendle right here. This has got to be a caution.
89.
The 11 passes it. They're still racing at Charlotte too. No caution. Meanwhile, Wildcats is just pulling away. I believe it's Wildcats. Yes, it is. He is just pulling away from all of this.
It's kind of interesting getting a broadcast this because I've always had the opinion as a racer, but now watching it live, you got to do something about cautions because the game doesn't always tend to throw cautions at the right point. When you have multiple cars wrecked multiple times in a race and there's no caution, you got to think about maybe implementing a rule of 2 or more cars involved. You got to try to maybe make a manual caution or something because, you know, yeah, it's good for a guy that makes it through there and has a big gap, but, you know, for a guy that's an innocent bystander more than one time, hard for him to overcome that and have a good run, especially in this series with it being a shorter race.
And with the amount of competition that's in it. But I do agree with that.
I agree to that. There's 5 or 6 of these guys that very easily could run in the Cup Series with Elite and be very competitive.
And the only problem is, I mean, all the rides are full. I mean, all the teams are full. But these guys are showing that they're capable of moving up. And we got Big Rick coming out of 4.
In the wall.
That's got to be a caution.
That hurt.
Huge hit for that 89 car.
Hopefully he had his Hans device hooked up because that hurt.
Yeah, that hurt me watching that.
Looks like we're still under green though.
And I agree with what you said just a second ago um, about having a different opinion about um, these races when you watch them as a broadcast, as from a driver. You know, your whole mindset changes when you watch the race as opposed to driving. I mean, everybody's got an opinion, you know, when you're driving. I mean, you could look at it either way. Everybody have opinion on, what it looked like for the broadcast. Everybody will have their opinion from the race. So,
well, the problem with the race car drivers is, in real life, when they put that helmet on, they pull that chin strap tight, they lose all oxygen to their brain. So us PlayStation drivers, when we put our headset on and either put our hands on our steering wheel or our controller, we lose the oxygen to our brain just like they do when they pull that strap tight. So it's never our fault. It's always somebody else's fault. And, it just 9 out of 10 times turns into a big piston match. But that's what makes it fun. That's why it's racing. That's why, you got to have some drama. Like when NASCAR used to be on TNT, their favorite slogan was drama. NASCAR on TNT. That's what drew people to watch it.
I'm starting to think you were the guy that actually come up with that slogan now.
I learned. It's kind of like watching you and Sticky on a Tuesday night cup race. Drama. That's why everybody tunes into them cup races. They want to know what's going on between Jake and Sticky. Or Tiggs and Jigsaw. Or Mindflaw and Cody. Everybody's got a rivalry.
Or basically at this point, Mindflaw and everybody, because he keeps kicking our asses.
Yeah,
so
everybody hates a winner. Well, they don't hate a winner, but when you win too much.
Yeah, just ask Kyle Busch.
Won't be long. Mindflaw will be getting all the booze like Kyle Busch.
There you go. You better watch that, though. That's our dang team owner.
Nah, we ain't worried about him. He's a big teddy bear.
I tell you what, I know we got some people watching this broadcast. Everybody let us know in the comments what you think. You think Mitch or Mindflaw should fire Tigger? Yes or no? Let's take a vote. See which one y'all come up with first.
He could never fire me. I'll just send him a 6-pack of.
See, you don't even know what kind of beer he drinks. See, you see where you're getting with this.
He drinks nasty shit called Miller Lite, which, me being 14 miles south of the Anheuser-Busch Brewery, where the real beer, Budweiser and Bud Light's made, it's kind of hard to drink Miller Lite. 22 car looks like he's kind of holding his own
here. Yeah. Enough about all our fun times and all this other stuff. Let's get back to broadcasting this race.
I'll tell you who's not out of it. The new guy in the 2 car. He's hooked up with the 3. They're trying to make some ground.
The big question I got.
He's got a really good car in the center of the corner.
Is where is Dean? Because I'm sitting here watching all this, and I don't see him.
I'll tell you in a second. I'll call him and see if he wants to talk to us on this next caution.
Here he is running by himself, coming off of turn 2. Looks like he's running about 8th place, give or take. He might have got caught up in one of them incidents.
Dean is in 6th. We're on lap 61 of 100. I'm sorry, 51 of 100. Getting close to a green flag pit stop here. Getting close to a green flag pit stop here.
Yep. Pendle would just hit the circle button. We would know how much more we're getting at. But of course,
Wildcats leading, RSI second, Jason's third, Pendle fourth, Jay Duchette fifth, El Blanco sixth, and see if we can determine who's behind him by switching camera views. Maybe we get an idea here.
So Tigger, in your opinion here, do you think that if we don't get a caution, do you think it's pretty much Wildcats race to lose?
Oh yeah, you're not unless he gets a speeding penalty or spins out coming to the pits or spins out leaving the pits. It's going to be tough to make up that much ground. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
because
the leader is going in, or he's coming out of 4, and now
third and fourth place car, or second, third and fourth place car, 3 seconds back. It's not insurmountable, but it's tough. It's going to be tough. But anything can happen. You got to be good, smooth getting on pit road. It's easy with these video games to spin yourself out trying to get on pit road under green.
yeah, it's very easy to spin yourself out.
Or I mean, and you never know. A lot of these guys may be working together if they're teammates, and they could be like me and you, several times trying to pit together. As we said it, the
Here we go.
1 or the 11 just crashed going in the pit road.
11 just went in the pits. We're going to get right over here. 2 cars went in the pits. 2 cars just went in the pits. He's got another guy with him, the 11. We're going to try to get up here and watch the 42 because we see he's going to probably go in. Here he comes.
See if we can tell what he does, maybe.
And Pendle pits with him, as does the 3 car, I believe. Everyone else stays out.
Looks like they were a little slow in the right rear of the 11 car.
Here comes the 2 car. He's coming out.
He's out now. The 11 will not be happy with that pit stop.
28 car, Ghost Rider. He's coming in to make his service, along with the 51 of NASCAR.
42's accident. Looks like he had a good clean stop. Comes the 1 down pit road, along with the 7 car.
And here comes the 11. He's coming off 3 and 4. He's going to have a little bit of momentum. We're going to see if that pitting early might help him out just a little bit. Help him gain some ground on these guys.
Along with the 51. The 1 car's exiting. 7 car looked like he had a great pit stop with the Junior Motorsports team.
And I don't know what happened on that whole pit stop exchange or what have you, but this 42 car has checked out. He is gone. Going into 3 by himself.
All about how you get on and off pit road.
3.9 seconds ahead of Pendle. Pendle just passed Doucette for second. Let's see. Here's your points leader, Dean. He's coming up on the 3 car.
I mean, so you take into consideration by the time you add the time on and off pit road, Dean looked like he was the big gainer on the pit stops. But, Pendle and them lost right at a second getting on and off pit road. Now you don't know whether they had slower pit stops, but the total overall time was right at a second slower. To where Dean was fortunate.
And we got a caution. We have a caution.
That's big. That's big. That'll change the whole complexion.
And my apologies to everyone watching. I have no idea where this caution came at. I don't know who caused it.
He just went into pit road sideways. The 42 car is probably cussing underneath his helmet, wondering why in the world it has to happen to him. Why did the caution have to come out with such a big lead?
Well, it tightens this race up, Tigger, and I'm telling you right now, I think we're in for a good finish right here. At least I hope we are.
Now here's the new key. Being green flag pit stops were just, for some of them, 1 lap ago. For others, 2 to 3 laps ago. Who only took 2 tires? Who takes 4?
Somehow or another, the 3 car is the leader. Got a couple
He
of
stayed
them.
out.
He must have. He's up front. Here comes Pendle.
Oh, it's a hornet's nest from 2nd to 7th.
And here comes that 7 car, Tigger. That's your pick for the race.
Oh, we got cars in the wall spinning around. Like the 28 ago.
And it is a caution. How many cars was in that wreck there, Tigger?
Looked like 2 or 3 to me. Guys just need to calm down and get single file. They got to realize you can't win it on the first lap of the race or a restart. Let it get split out. But
What's getting down to crunch time, Tigger?
Going for the same win, yeah.
25 laps to go.
Same thing, the win.
Everyone's
trying
to position themselves to win.
I don't know if you know what it feels like in the Xfinity Series yet, but I mean, I know I do. I was fortunate enough to win Daytona.
Well,
the granddaddy of them all.
That hurt my feelings.
Then I was nice enough to give up that beautiful number 7 to Dean.
Here we go, restart. And the 7 is the leader. Speaking of Dean.
Look at the 2 car. Look at the new guy. You can't tell he's got a rookie stripe on him at all.
Oh, Dean comes up.
We have a new leader.
Uh-oh. 2 car, the new guy.
Oh, look at it. Look at this, though. Here comes Wildcat. Probably the fastest car of the race so far, pushing the 7 back. Oh, no, the 2 car clears him.
Wow. Not for long. Here comes Dean back to the inside.
It's kind of a good battle for me. In real life, the 7 car of Justin Allgaier is a good friend of mine, and the crew chief for the 2 car, Mr. Randall Barnett, he's a really good friend of mine that I grew up with. So I like watching them guys battle in real life and on the game. The 42 car, he's giving the 7 all he wants. So
I'm going to say it's going to come down to these 2 guys right here, the 7 and the 42, but I would not count out that 22. I know he's back there in a lot of traffic, but I wouldn't count him out.
He looks to roll the center of the corner so good. Oh, here we go.
And there goes Wildcats.
Smart move on the 7 pump to stay high, though, and not try to block that and cause a big wreck.
Nah. They got plenty of time. There's plenty of time. 42 to the lead here at Charlotte.
NASCAR. He's working his way up in the 3rd.
Riding on board with Dean right here. As he's going to go, looks like he's, oh, barely. I don't know if he lifted or what, but it looked like the 51 was going to come down a little bit and try the block. It's going to pay off for Dean anyway, because here he goes. He's going to try to get 2 for 1, maybe. Maybe not. He's going to get past the 2.
They touch. Here comes Pendle. Pendle's pushing the 11 up through there.
And that 11 car is a teammate of ours.
Oh, look. We got a pass for 2nd. NASCAR. We're gonna have a big
wreck.
Oh, here
Huge
we go.
wreck.
Pendle and NASCAR.
Big wreck.
That's got to be a caution.
And that's going to be a caution as they are backing down.
They're still wrecking. I thought they were going to make it through there. But
17 laps to go.
You got to give a call to that, too.
Go ahead,
that 2 car for running up front in his first ever race with these guys. new. I'm sure he's not raced with many of them, so he's got to learn their tendencies. And seems like he's a pretty good shoe.
And this is just going by speculation from what we've heard in the garage that the 2 car is the new guy. I mean, for all we know, the 3 car could be the new guy. I haven't seen him race here lately, so I mean, hell, both of them might be new guys for all I know. I don't know, but we'll
According
find
to
out.
the rundown, it says number 2, AJG. So that's the guy that I drafted.
Okay.
But we could tell you here that Pendle just took right side tires on that pit stop.
Here they come into turn 1. 11 car, he's leading. They're jockeying for position. 11 still trying to hold it. 42 going to try to make a look. Wow. Nose to tail. First 3 cars coming out of 3 right there. That's tight.
I reckon in the back to 51 just got knocked down the road.
Meanwhile, we have a pass for the lead. 42 going past the 11. Here comes 7. Dean. Pendle tries to make it go. They went 3 wide, and it did not work. That 42 is still trucking, boys. That 7's still trying to run him down. We have no caution.
Can we change our picks of the race yet, or what? Why don't we do like they do?
I wouldn't mind changing my pick. My pick didn't even race. My pick was my fault, and he didn't even race. So
like they do on, why don't we do like they do on Fox towards the end, who to watch?
And as always, this wouldn't be a NASCAR race without advertising just a little bit. Everyone listening, go check out Mitch Diamond and the Yankee Sons. Check out their music. They get some good music. I've listened to it a little bit. And you'll be able to check it out on YouTube, maybe iTunes and Android. And as I say that, here we go. Dean takes the lead, takes the 11 with him.
Brings the 11 with him.
Here comes Pendle.
Pendle's sitting there. Pendle is going to push the 42 past the 11, maybe.
Here's the strongest 4 cars that we've seen all race, and we're fixing to see what they've got. Let's see if they can handle it right here. See what happens. As we get a 5th guy coming into it, Doucette. He's up to 5th. Robert goes high, hits the wall.
10 to go. Well, that'll be 10 to go when they come back around this time. Dean just needs to hold the bottom. Don't get off the bottom, and we're home free.
That 42 is real fast.
So strong.
He's trying.
The center and off the corner. Got to make you wonder, is it the right move? Maybe just to ride there till the last lap or 2 and then push him in one of the corners faster than he wants to go into it, or looked like he may have going to try the outside there for a minute.
And the 42's got to kind of make his mind up right here, because that 22 is all over his back bumper. I don't know if he's trying to help him or what his game plan is here. They got all 5, nose tail coming off 4.
You've led a bunch of races. What do you think Dean's thinking right now?
Don't screw up.
What do you think the 42's thinking? You think he's licking his chops?
Well, he's got that 22 breathing down his back bumper, so he's probably thinking the same thing Dean's thinking right now. Don't screw up. I think all 5 of them's thinking the same thing right now.
So you're saying Pendle's sitting in the catbird seat?
If I had to take a guess, I'd say yeah, probably. But it depends on what Pendle does with that 42 car and what they decide to do right here. I mean, will Pendle try to help that 42 around that 7, or is he going to try to go for the win himself? Meanwhile, the 11 and the 1 are battling it for fourth. Doucette, a previous winner this season at Auto Club. Pendle going to slide back a little bit, try to get a little bit of a draft, a little bit of a push, excuse me, from the 1. That 42 is just shoving that 7 down into 3. Probably trying to see if he'll mess up. 22 went high right there. Here comes the 11.
6 to go.
And the 1, 6 to go.
Is there any late race trends for cautions, or do you know any of that information?
I do not. But I'm not going to be like it was last night at Dover. I do not think we're going to have another caution. I think this is your race for the win right here.
I could tell you it's been a very interesting race up front.
It's been a very interesting race. Been a very interesting race for the whole deal, and I'm happy that we got broadcasted for it.
I think it would have been a little bit more enjoying to be in it, but if I was in it, I probably wouldn't be able to eat my Oreo Blizzard, brought to you by Dairy Queen from Herculaneum, Missouri. Oh, we got the 1 making a move on the
4 to go.
The 1 and the 11 making a move on the 22 car.
22 was back in 5th, made his way back up to 3rd. Pendle driving right up the back of the back bumper of the 42. 22 goes high. And he comes back down. Probably trying to fake the 42 out, maybe. 7 slides up. Here comes the 42. Dean's got to try to find a hole to get down as quick as he possibly can right here.
Oh.
And he does.
Oh, he got one.
Barely. One's getting sideways. Dean going below the white line to try to make a pass right here on Pendle.
There is no out of bounds here at Charlotte.
Nope, no out of bounds. 2 to go. Should be 2 to go.
42 cars loving this as they're all just battling it out. And here comes. No, that looks like the race. Either a caution
that's
or
the
race.
race. I'm sorry. Rookie broadcaster right here. Wildcats wins the race. Dean made a absolutely crazy pass going into 3 down below the white line. Crazy pass to get around Pendle. Pendle still gets 3rd. But my goodness, what a race.
What we got Wildcats, Dean, Pendle's 3rd.
Yep. Wildcats, Dean, Pendle.
RSI 4th.
Doucette was 5th, I believe.
AJG
Then the 2, the 89, 9, 51, 28, 3, and 8. That was your rounding out for the finish of this race here at Charlotte.
Wow.
And we're going to try to get a quick word with our top 3 finishers, as everyone else does.
Some good lap times with a 29 2s and probably a 29 1. 29.285, your quickest lap of the race. 29.297, your second quickest lap. So that's really, really tight racing there.
See if we can get Mr. Wildcats in here for a little celebratory deal. Hopefully he's not getting hammered right now. If I can find him. Had him on here. There he is. See if he'll join us. See if he'll jump in there with us and give us a holler. He might not. Yeah, I guess he does. What's going on, Wildcats?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What do you think my party plans be?
You just won the race at Charlotte, and you seem like you're about to pass out and hit the floor.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Well, tell us about it. I mean, you made a crazy pass right there on Dean. Just talk me through it. You know, what was the mindset? You know, when was the right time to pass him, and pretty much how your day went.
Well, my day went pretty well. We had a good car, very fast, very good in turn 3 and 4. That's my strongest point in the track. And he just lit up just a little bit, and I drove it underneath him and passed him.
So do you feel like your car was, you know, broadcasting and watching it? To me, it looked like your car was so much better than everybody's. Rolling the center and off the corners. Is that where you feel like you made a lot of gains?
Yeah, that's where I focused on made a little bit looser in the turns, and it rolled really well.
So when you had that like 5-second lead or whatever, and the cost had come out with like 10 to go, was you cussing? Was you thinking, oh shit, what the hell, what's going on?
Yeah, I was pretty mad.
I called it. Told you guys.
He did call that because he was sitting there the whole time. He was like, no, he's like, you know, because you had such a huge lead, and Tigger was sitting there going, yeah, he's cussing. He is madder than a hornet right now. He's got to be.
Yeah, if you weren't, though, you didn't have passion, so you needed to
be. Yep.
So you got anybody you'd like to thank, like God, Goodyear, and Gatorade? Or
yeah, God. Body armor. Body armor is amazing. And
you have any teammates in the league, team owner?
Yeah, OP, Dean. I think them, they helped me a lot. And Joey, he's pretty good too. Both of us lost in a pet this past week, so we was racing for them.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that. We know pets could be just like your children.
I agree with that. We're sorry to hear about that, bud, and happy you could pull the win out for your pet and everything. And once again, congratulations on your win at Charlotte, and hopefully this is a streak for you. Hopefully you can pull out a couple more wins this season.
Yep, and try to catch Dean in points.
There you go. All right, well, we're going to try to hit up the second place finisher and see what.
Leave or what?
You can hang around, or you can bail out, whichever one you want to do.
Alright, what you'll have to say.
All right, we're going to get Dean in here.
Dean's
already in here.
Dean is here.
No, I'm here. He was waiting.
What is up?
Dean, me, being the original owner of the 7 car, I have a question to ask you. What were you thinking slipping up and letting somebody beat the 7? I picked you to win. I picked you for the pole. You let me down on the pole. And then you were sitting pretty, and you let the guy with the fastest car outrun you.
Well, my car was running tight at the end. Actually, for some reason, it was running loose at the start of the run, and then it started getting tight. And running that bottom lane on the back stretch, you know, you don't have a good turn in, so you know it leaves a lot of room for error. And I had a feeling I was going to do it anyways. I just wasn't expecting it with 2 to go. So it was my bet there, but I'm glad we got a team win out of that.
Oh, Jake, that brings up another cause. You know, I did say the winning pass would be made with 2 to go.
He did say that. I believe he did say that. I do have a question for you, though, Dean. When you was riding in 6th, I believe it was, 5th or 6th, you had nobody around you. I mean, we might could go back and watch the replay possibly after we get done and figure out what the heck happened with everybody, got spread out. Somebody wrecked or something, but you was by yourself and you was like 5th or 6th. Did you really, did it cross your mind like, all right, I'm screwed, race is over for me, I'm done?
Yeah, it came up because I knew if this thing stayed green that I was pretty much going to be screwed. And I was planning on taking 2 on the last stop anyways, no matter where I was. And hopefully I'd gain some some ground anyways. But what happened, I'm glad that caution came out. That's for sure. That was a lifesaver. And I had damage also. So I was like, great.
Well, Dean, congratulations on your 2nd place win. We just got through talking with Wildcats, y'all are teammates for the Xfinity series, and I know y'all are happy to get a 1-2 finish for the teammates, so you'll probably still be the points leader when the points come out later tonight. So, like I said, congratulations on your 2nd place win.
Well, let me ask you this, Dean. Now that you just gave
finish.
up a win at a really big historical track in NASCAR,
Don't make a guy feel bad worse than what he is.
What are your plans for the rest of the night? Are you going to play some Monopoly?
Probably. I'll play some Monopoly. But
okay, well, let us get to interviewing the 3rd place guy then.
And then we'll figure out that Monopoly deal. Yeah.
Just one more quick thing. Awesome race there, Wildcat. That was great. We were racing each other pretty much that whole race. And I owed him stage 2 because I kind of passed him with stage 1. So as long as he had a playoff point too, so I owed him that. And thoughts and prayers out to Joey and with his family, with his dog passing away. That's a pretty bad deal there. I know how it feels with losing a cat, so it's feel bad for him and his family. So good to get 1-2 win for the team and get Pendo in here so that he can talk about our awesome race.
A hell of a race, I'll tell you that. It's the first time I've technically watched a whole race, and yeah, it would have been fun to be battling with you guys, but that was a lot of fun to watch.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. All right, Dane, congratulations, man.
Thank you, boys, for joining us. I'm glad you wanted to thank your commentators for such good commentation.
Yeah, I have to watch the replay, and thank you guys for commentating tonight's race.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, thank you for putting me through that devastating loss with the 7 car. I appreciate it. No, you did a great job. You're a good, clean racer. You're smooth. You're fun to watch. So I look forward to sharing the championship with you at the end of the year when you give me an award for giving you the 7 car.
All right, let's get Pendle in here. He might join us.
We got to do all we can do because they may not ever want us back to commentate, so we might as well just get it all.
Yeah, we got to do the best we can right here. They're going to kick us clean out of this.
We got Pendle in here now. All right, Pendle, without cussing out Dean or Wildcats, tell us how your race went. Good job on finishing 3rd. And fought through a lot of adversity, and you came back from the back a couple times. So. It shocked more than you. It knocked Jake out of his chair, and the only thing that caught him was his ears.
Yeah, I about fell completely out of my chair. I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, okay, everybody's lined up. Oh, wait a minute. Dean's going to put it below the white line to pass him. Oh, my God. I was like, there ain't no way this is going to work.
So tell us, when that last caution came out with 10 to go or whatever, were you happier in the foot-long pecker and the pecker contest to see that because you were so far behind? Or were you bummed out? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I was on your car for a lot of the race because we tried to, watch the mid pack, front pack, all of it. You made some hellacious moves, and to draft up in there like at your second stage when you hooked up with the 11 and 1 and all them, and you guys ran the leaders down. I figured you guys just blow right by them because it seemed to be so much faster, but they got lucky, got that caution, and kind of screwed up your run. That's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, watching that stuff like we told Dean it's the first time we've done it. It's fun to race them, but that's still a lot of fun to watch. So how about you? Would you like to thank God, Goodyear, and Gatorade, or your commentators, or?
Hey, real quick, hold up. Tigger, scarier than a what? Whatever you said to him? About a foot long or whatever. What the heck was that?
I said when that last caution come out, I asked him if he was happier than a foot-long pecker in a pecker contest. Because he gained 4.1 seconds from the caution flag.
I don't think we're going to be broadcasting anymore. I think we're fixing to get suspended. But anyway, where's the next Xfinity race for you guys at? Pocono. All right.
Tricky triangle.
All
so
right.
Who's your pick for? Who's your guys'? Hold on, Jake. Who's your guys' pick to win Pocono? Wildcat, you first. Who you picking? You can't pick. You can't pick yourself.
So Kendall.
Kendall. All right, Dean. Who's your pick?
Let's not get stupid here. We're still broadcasting live, guys.
I don't know. Pocono's kind of a tricky track. It's hard to say right now, but I think the favorite it probably will be Pendle.
Oh. Wow, feel the man love.
Well, hey, I mean you're fast week in, week out, you know.
That's got to make you feel good. Now, who's your pick, Pendle? No, you can't pick yourself. Ah, there you go. I
That's if I don't choke. If I don't choke, I will.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and I'm gonna finish eating my Oreo Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and we're gonna hop off here and play some Monopoly. So all you guys feel free to download Monopoly and join us anytime you like. It's actually a fun game.
And guys, remember, the Cup Series runs Tuesday 9 o'clock. It'll be on Impact TV, hopefully. And we will see you then. We're running Kansas Tuesday. So thank y'all for watching. Peace out.